with stories that underline the realities of some common retirement fails. Are you talking to me? There are plenty of books about how much money you need in retirement and how to save and invest your cash. This is not one of them. I wrote Retirement Fail for those of you who have been preparing for retirement financially, but need some guidance to ensure that your plans for a happy, healthy retirement are not compromised. Ready or not, you will be making decisions that can positively or negatively impact your financial future. You may be on track with savings goals, but there are potential pitfalls ahead, and the deepest pits are the ones you don't even see, or, in some cases, those you would rather not acknowledge. Many people have good, strong financial plans, but they don't necessarily notice themselves getting caught up in troubling patterns, or they may be surprised by an event they didn't see coming. The numerical side is one thing. An advisor can easily come up with numbers and projections. The more difficult thing is to look at the way the decisions we all make impact our own future and those around us. Retirement Fail shows you the watch points you need to pay attention to and helps you think through what your priorities are and what trade-offs you may have to make to reach your goals. If you're working with a financial advisor and a Certified Financial Planner Board of Standards, CFP Board, survey indicates that 40% of Americans are now consulting a financial professional, you can use this book to help start productive conversations with your advisor. You don't need to stick to the technical investments and hard numbers. As you'll see from the stories in Retirement Fail, we see lots of different scenarios and can offer suggestions for handling many complex issues related to individual and family finances. We like to share stories, both those of clients, all carefully anonymous, of course, and from our own lives. Money is one of those things people often don't talk about with their friends. That's why stories are so powerful. It's why we use them in our meetings, and why I use them throughout this book. We can say, we know another person who is in your exact spot, and this is what he did. Everybody likes confirmation or affirmation that they are making wise decisions, or that others faced similar situations and came out on the other side. We can learn from others' successes and take warning from their losses. Where's the advice? My parents dropped me off at the main campus of Penn State University in September 1975. I was surrounded by the mountains. Locals call the area Happy Valley, and by 30,000 other eager, energetic college students. Mom and Dad took me out for lunch before they left, and my dad asked me what I thought I was going to do when I graduated. That was an interesting question for a freshman who had not yet been to one class. But I was one of those rare freshmen who actually did have an idea of what I wanted to do. I loved reading about stocks and different businesses since I was young, so I said, I'm either going to work on Wall Street and help people with their finances, or I am going to be a CEO of a company and run a business. Without skipping a beat, he said, the smartest people I know in business are CPAs, certified public accountants. You should get a degree in accounting. Being a bean counter had never crossed my mind. I wanted to help people with their finances and investments. My father's words stuck with me, though, and when I graduated with a degree in accounting, I went to work for Ernst & Whinney, now Ernst & Young, in Washington, D.C. After a couple of years in public accounting, I left and joined a local brokerage firm as a financial planner, following my real passion. Excited about the job change, I called my parents to tell them of my big move. Dad, a bit shocked, said, "Why would you leave a great career in public accounting to become a salesman?" When I told him I was going to be a financial planner, not a salesman, he replied, "Every financial planner I know is just trying to sell me something." I thought he didn't know what he was talking about. I had this vision of helping people, not selling to them. But darned if he wasn't right. A few months after I started my job, I went to the National Financial Planning Conference. There were several thousand attendees, and everyone I met was selling something. Insurance, annuities, heavy commission-based mutual funds, private